welcome to the Keyboard Road Warrior with me, MovieScaz007, where we play Euro Truck Simulator 2 with the keyboard on a laptop. So, let's leave the garage, let's leave the depot, let's go find a garage and get ourselves fixed up. Oops. So, I think we're going to take a right. And let's go this way. I'm gonna beat the car out though. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, well, I know I'm getting reckless and stupid and I haven't even started the journey yet, but we have already done a buttload of damage to this truck, so I'm using my old moronic mantra of, you know, one more crash won't make any difference. Yeah, let's do some repairs, get this sorted. Oh, £9,000. The chassis took the brunt, and that's from that crash and from the off-road experience. And so that's dented our finances, but we do have £104,000. So before we go to sleep, let's check out our garage, see what it's like. So we can put another truck in Edinburgh, so let's do that. Let's go buy another truck and put it in Edinburgh, and it can be earning money when we're doing our sleep cycle. Let's buy online. Let's get our traditional truck. I don't know whether I should be doing that offline, but there you go. So this is the last truck into Edinburgh. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's recruit a driver. You know the rigmarole. Oh, hello. No. And we're looking for one with at least 3 and a spread over 3 different skill types. There is going to come a point where we are going to, so Melanie's looking good so far. There's going to come a point where we're going to have no choice but to have drivers with only 2 skill points, or 1 skill point like Birgit. Yeah, so far I'm quite happy with our choice, unless there's one with a eco and an ADR. I think we're good to go. So let's hire that driver, let's hire Melanie, let's put Melanie in Edinburgh behind the wheel of that beastie. Right, leaves us 23,000. So we should have enough for the upgrade. Oh, we should have enough for the upgrade after the sleep cycle. All right, 160,000. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's check our garages out, and it's Amsterdam that we want next. So Amsterdam, we're going to upgrade. Yes. Right. That's enough for our. Oh, I know. What's going on here? It's frozen. Is it frozen? Oh no. Sorry, it's just loading the garage. That's fine. We have got almost exactly enough for our fourth truck in Amsterdam, but we're gonna wait until we've earned some money, because we can't afford to put a driver in it. There's no point. We don't need to do it until we can put the driver in, and it leaves us vulnerable to a loan repayment. So let's escape out of that. Let's escape out of that. Let's just quickly look at the bank. 26 out of 70 repayments. Alright, now it's time to get ourselves some gainful employment. So, go to the freight market. We're in Caen. Debrecen we've already been to. Aalborg we've already been to. Praha we've already been to. But it's a capital, and we might have enough by the time we get to Prague to buy the garage in Prague, given that it's a capital. Zurich we haven't been to. Lyon we have. Ooh, choices. No, we're going to take that. We're going to buy an extra garage. Okay. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting buttons mindlessly like a brain-dead monkey. Okay, let's get that one. Okay. Right, let's go pick up our load. Alright. And already our driver's earning some money, which is good. So let's head to the depot. Ooh, hello, easy tiger. Keep off the pavements, you don't want to run the pedestrian. Oh, what? At least I didn't have the load behind me. But already, 3% damage already. Oh, hello, I completely missed the load acceptance box. Right. Let's take the job. 3% damage already. Right, where is our load? To the right. What is our load? Our load is a blue container. And because I've completely stuffed up the backing, right, hook the load up and let's head to Prague, or Praha. It's the capital of the Czech Republic. Alrighty. I think we're being given the go-ahead. That's cool. Guys are stopping for us to come out, which is excellent. That helps us tremendously. Let's stay in this lane because we're going to be peeling off to the left. Ugh. Didn't even spot that red light. Right, so it's a very confusing looking no, it's not. Let's slow down a little bit. And then stomp on the gas to get us up the hills. So we slowed down, gave the brakes a tiny little pump just to get us to the right speed, and then as soon as we hit the bottom of the ramp, foot on the accelerator so that I get momentum for the climb up the hill. So this is a 21-hour delivery. That's good. That means when we get to our 11 hours we'll have 10 hours left of our journey, so we won't have multiple sleep cycles. Take our ticket quickly. Yeah, we've got bags of time, so we've got 34 hours to make this delivery out. So we get an extra 14 hours. So that's about right, actually. That gives us a 2-hour window. This is probably going to be a bonus. This is probably a bonus for a just-in-time delivery, which means that we can't crash like we did when we were 3 journeys ago, when we tipped the lorry on its side for the first time in our career. We were massively late. I think that was to Groningen. I think. Maybe it was... I can't remember. The gaps between these are quite large, so there's no... that's how my memory goes. So, I've got no subject to talk about today. As happens to me often, I start one of these things and I completely forget to think about what it is that I want to talk about. But I think I'd like to talk about stress. I've got a meeting, also a Skype meeting with my boss back in the UK, which she suddenly asked for, and I'm feeling a little bit concerned, like I'll get back to the UK and I'll be made redundant immediately, which is not what I wanted. I wanted to get back to the UK and I wanted to be employed for a little while, because I had financial plans that I wanted to, I wanted to get together. I had frivolous things to spend money on before we started the serious business of buying a house and doing all that sort of thing. And if I get the heave before I even go back to the UK, then there's a bunch of stuff I can't do. I can't buy my PS4, I can't buy my MacBook, and I can't buy... I can't build an upgraded computer, and these are all things, and I will probably still buy a video capture device so that I can record these things without having to use the camera as I have been for the last 3 months. So I'm a little bit concerned about my future. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a little bit. I don't know. This is the thing. I'm speculating with absolutely no information. I got a very vague, very short email, which has just put me into panic mode. And I don't know if you've ever been in this situation where you poodle around thinking everything's fine, and then suddenly you get a very short, abrupt missive from your employer. I'm hoping that I'm worrying about nothing. I know that at some point I'm going to get made redundant from this job because they're changing the way they're doing things. Oh crap. Okay, I am not concentrating, not looking where I'm going, and I'm moving the bloody laptop everywhere, and I've no done. There's going to be no excellent for Prague. So I'm not in the right frame, possibly not in the right frame of mind for this particular journey, because I'm worried. Now I'm on the other side of the planet. I got this message midnight, so I wasn't even looking at it. It was lunchtime for them, midnight for me. So I can't contact them now, because it's at the moment as I'm recording this, it is nearly 4 a.m. in the UK. It's 4 p.m. New Zealand, but it's 4 a.m. They won't be there for another 4 to 5 hours. So there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can find out. There's no information to be garnered. I had a contact. I had an interesting. I've got a Facebook friend who works in the same. I've got a number of Facebook friends that work in the same building as me, and I've had the occasional email. But I had a message from him asking when I was coming back, and I'm wondering whether that wasn't a subtle bit of information gathering to work out when they can get rid of me. Oh, my conspiracy theory, my idiotic conspiracy theory tentacles are waggling. Oh well. So, yes, I'm a little bit worried for my future at the moment, which is why it might not have been a good idea to start this journey. £31 for, actually I'm surprised I haven't seen more toll booths given that we're in France. So tonight we're going to go to the cinema. I'm not sure what we're going to watch, but I think we're probably going to find out which film is leaving the cinema first, and we'll go see that. And it's most likely to be, I think, Last Vegas, which is a bunch of old cronies having a last hurrah in Vegas. So we'll see, I'm not sure. There's a whole bunch. To be honest, since I've been in New Zealand, we've been very lax about going to the cinema. I used to go to the cinema every single week back in the UK, and we're missing a bunch of things. Crucially, I missed a film that I was really excited about seeing, which was Rush, which was about the battle between James Hunt and Niki Lauda in the 70s. And I completely missed it. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't ever remember going on this road. 93,000, so we've only got another, 43, about 48,000, 49,000, another 49,000, and we'll be able to get that garage in Prague. That's achievable, that's eminently achievable. Given that we've got another 17 hours to go, and we had 80,000 when we started, so 20,000 in 3 hours. The money's rolling in, peeps, the money is rolling in. It'd be nice if we could get enough to put a driver in there. And once we've got Prague, we've purchased Prague, we can... Oh, I'm going to get a ticket. No, it just went yellow just in time. You notice that blue car flashed through that? That's interesting. AI breaking the rules. This is a good sign. Obviously, they've not changed the AI yet. I haven't got the AI update. 1.9 hasn't been released just yet. So... Oof, that was lucky. We've got a turn-off coming up. We're heading as if to Paris. We'll be going around Paris. This is the thing, once more cities on that coast in central France are added, we won't have to go through Paris, or we won't have to go on the Paris bypass when we want to head east, which is what we're having to do at the moment. We're having to head to Paris go on that bypass around Paris and then head east. Which is unavoidable at the moment because there isn't enough of France in the map for us to be able to do the journey realistically. As in, by realistically, I mean by go the route we should go. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, so I'm a bit stressed, and obviously you can see that's manifesting it in my gameplay. I'm not actually tired. Usually I'm tired because I tend to burn the candle at both ends. I stay up quite late, and I'm quite tired when I come to do these videos. But today I'm just worried. I'm worried. And I wish there'd been more information in the email saying we need to discuss. But I suppose they don't want to do it in an email, they want to talk to me. Which sounds like it's kind, but it's actually cruel because it's like 9 or 10 hours until I can speak from receiving the email, until I can speak to someone. Which is infuriating because I'm not going to enjoy the film that I'm going to watch because I'm going to be thinking the whole time. I'm thinking now the whole time, am I going to be made redundant, or is this just a chit-chat? Am I worried about nothing? Am I worried, should I start hunting for another job before I get back to the UK? You know, what's going on? Just earned another £5,000. That should cover our loan repayments. We should go back to 107 by the time, or 106 by the time the loan repayments gone out. So that's fine. And we are on our way to our garage, our garage purchase. Oh crap! I see we've seen another train. That's cool. Just in the interest of full disclosure, episode 60, which was the last one, which is the episode before this is episode 61, I filmed directly before this one, and so my horrendous crash might be down to my lack of concentration because that was on my mind. I wanted to talk about the cities that were being included because the previous video I talked about the countries that they were updating, and I wanted to the continuity of that to remain intact, which is why I didn't talk about this. Plus, it's just occurred to me that I want to talk about it, and given that hardly anyone's watching these videos at the moment, and it's I might as well. But I'm very worried about this because I haven't got anything in place and I've got no plans because I was led to believe that I would have at least another year on to when I got back to the UK of employment when I got back to the UK, and that might now not be the case. It might be just she's telling me formally what I was told by another person informally. Oh, sugar. Oh. So this is what happens when you make an error like this. I'm kind of a bit stuffed. Okay. Phew, I did it. I got through. I'm doing even worse now that I'm sort of thinking about this potential redundancy thing than I was when I was just when I was actually not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the screen and I'm thinking about this redundancy thing, and I'm doing worse than I was when I was looking away from the screen to read out the list of cities that ProMods are going to mod into the game. Dear, oh dear. Okay. So, I think one of the things that ProMods are worrying about is the 1.9 SCS update and what kind of impact that will have on the game. It shouldn't, to be honest, have much impact at all, because the update is mostly about the AI. They're doing some cosmetic enhancements to the game, which I'm thinking, oh no, don't. This is not going well. Apologies. I don't mean to bring everyone down. I'll see if I can come up with a different subject to talk about it, because this is not very entertaining. Well, it might be tremendously entertaining, actually. I don't have enough views to be able, on my videos, to be able to assess which videos are getting. To be honest, my first video, which was the setup video, where I did absolutely no driving, is by far and away my most successful video. I've got over 80 views on that. I mean, this is the thing. I'm recording episode 61, and my 60 videos ago, I'm still only getting 80 views. Will take a while, and I'll have to have some far better content, some far more attractive content to watch than this. I think probably the single most significant upgrade will be the video capture, so that it's not. So I'm doing a video all in one go, and I am capturing straight from the processor rather than videoing a screen, which must look crap. I mean, I know it looks crap. I can only apologise, but the trouble is where I am, and I can't. I can make no better quality version of this than I already am, and I don't want to not be making these videos. I'm £6. We're at £119,000, so I think it looks like we've made a repayment. I might be wrong. So 14 hours left. We've done 7 hours of journey time. We've gone from 80,000 to 120,000 nearly. No, actually, I don't think a repayment has gone out. No, looking at that sounds about right. Okay. We have spent a fortune on fines and impacts and no. We've got about 3 hours to go. 4 hours, sorry. About 4.5 hours. 4 hours to go until we've got to find a spot to rest. I would imagine that we will be in Germany when we do that. Obviously, we will possibly drift very briefly through Austria, but I don't think we'll be doing any resting in the Czech Republic until we actually get to Praha, Prague. We're all right for fuel, that's not an issue. Alright, we're into Belgium now. So we're out of France, we've gone up, we've gone across northern France, we're into Belgium, we'll probably tuck through the Netherlands and into Germany. I think that's the way we're going to do it. Seemed to be a long route. Let me quickly look at the map. I wonder if we're taking the long route, the GPS is taking us the long way around, or is it just because they just don't have enough roads? Yeah, it's just the way the road network works. Alright, we're not going to touch Austria at all. Austria's down here. This is all Austria. So yeah, we're going through northern Germany, and then we're going to duck from Dresden. We're going to duck down into Prague, into Czech Republic. So that's fine. We're in Belgium at the moment. I would imagine that yes, we won't go through the Netherlands. We'll go straight through to Germany. Yeah, and then we will be taking our rest in Germany in 4 hours, which isn't too long game time wise, but so this might be one of my least verbose videos, I guess. It's stress one of those bizarre things. It's not a physical ailment. It's your brain sort of having an effect on the rest of your body. The brain does have strange effects. Like for instance, pain is actually not. Oh gosh! Oh no, we are turning off. Pain isn't actually your fingers don't actually feel pain. Pain is your brain telling you to stop whatever it is you're doing to that part of the body to which it's telling you. Your brain is saying that's where the pain is, and it creates the pain in that part of the body. There's no actual pain happening. It's a chemical electrical signal. I just repeated myself pointlessly. A chemical electrical signal sent by the brain to that part of your anatomy to say, move it away from whatever is causing pain, or stop doing whatever it is that you're causing pain. To that part of the anatomy, don't do it again, please, because that's painful and we don't want that. So we're at 124, only 20,000 more to go. We're going to have an arrest cycle, which is going to be that's going to easily throw us over the 144 we need. So what I might do actually is I might put the last lorry in Amsterdam. So we've got 5 in Amsterdam. As soon as we get to our rest stop, or as soon as we've finished our rest, and then we shall be able to make up the difference when we get to Prague. And by the time we get to Prague, sorry, because as I said, it was a 21-hour journey. We need to get into this lane. So we're not even halfway yet. We'll be halfway at 10 hours, and already we've made £40,000. Our rest cycle, I don't know. Our rest cycle will probably add another 40, so that'll take us to 180, and then we'll have another 40 from our final part of the journey. So we might have enough to do that. We might not be able to put the garage on until the beginning of the next video. I'd rather do it at the end of this video rather than the beginning, but we'll see. I'm in this sort of the frame of mind where I want to fill up the garages I've already built, I've already bought, so that Prague is. I've all of my other garages, Brussels, Amsterdam, are full before I start putting lorries in Prague. But yeah, in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that all of my garages have got, apart from Prague, I've got 5 lorries in and running. And then I'll start on Prague, and that will be the pattern from this point on. That although I buy the garage because you have to be there, I won't actually buy the lorries until I've filled each one, upgraded and filled. So. But yes, it's a strange thing. Stress is a strange thing. It's the brain. I mean, I can feel pressure around the area around my lungs, where my heart is. It's having an effect on my thought processes. It's making it difficult to concentrate. I can feel myself getting a headache. It's a series of weird sensations that I'm having difficulty reconciling, because it's not. I've not physically injured myself. I haven't, stubbed a toe or cut myself with a knife or bitten my tongue or burnt myself. I haven't fallen over. There's no internal physical damage been caused to make me feel uncomfortable and weird, but there it is. I am feeling uncomfortable and weird. I don't know. I think it's more than anything else. I think it's the not knowing. It's worse. I think once I know one way or the other, there'll be less stress. I mean, if there is a redundancy in the imminent future, then I will have to deal with that. But I would imagine that will be less stressful than not knowing. I think not knowing is worse. If there's no redundancy in the near future, that's fine, Alright, you can see the flags. You can see the Belgian one on the left and the German one on the right. That means we are now into Germany. 11.5 hours, so that means we're in about an hour and a half of in-game time. We're going to have to start looking for a rest stop. So actually, while we are there, let's do that. So this is 10 hours, which means this is about 5. I don't know. That's not going to come soon enough. That rest stop's not going to come soon enough. I might have to go into Cologne. Or I might just stop here. Oh, it's 3 hours. Oh, no. No, I think 3 hours is enough. Yeah, the next stop is 3 hours away, so that should be fine. Okay. And obviously you will always make up a little bit of time. Yes, not knowing. And the more I talk about it, the more stressed. I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm getting myself more and more stressed talking about it. Because I don't know, and I'm not going to know for another, where are we, 4 p.m. New Zealand time, and I can't speak to them till 9 p.m. UK time, at 9 p.m. New Zealand time, so that's 5-6 hours. So yes, no, we're going to back off. So yeah, I have made some time up because I should have been less than an hour away from looking for a rest spot, and I am 2.5. Oh no. Yeah, I'm 2.5 hours from looking for a rest spot. So I've made up 2 hours over the last 10.5. So that's good. In spite of my incidents, my impacts, my 2 little prangs. Mind you, one at the beginning of the game was before I'd even picked up the load, so that's not shaved any time off. That's not added any time, sorry. So, at the beginning of the next... Actually, when I break, I might find out how much of the road we've discovered in the time that we have been driving. How much of the map we've uncovered since the 27th of November 2013. So that's when I started this YouTube channel. That's when I started uploading videos to... 28th was when I uploaded the first video, which was the 000 getting started, which included no driving whatsoever. And as I've already previously stated, is my most popular video by quite a wide margin. Twice as many people have watched it as have watched any other video, not combined, but individually. I think the next video is, it's 86 people have watched that, and 40. Well, that's twice. 43 have watched the next video, which was the first driving Liverpool to Manchester. But I am actually quite concerned that I'm going to run out of video space on my camera before I run out of time to get sleep. Oops, that was a close run thing. So, where are we? I don't know whether we're going to make it or not. Obviously, I'm going to have to stop the video before I stop to get rest. So if I pull over to the side of the road, it's because I need to... I don't want to lose any footage, and I want to... Was that a loan installment? Yeah, a loan installment. That was our loan installment for this run. So we're down to £121,000, that's fine. We've got another 23 to make. Plus we've got a rest. Yeah, we're not going to have enough money for that final Amsterdam truck until after we've rested at the beginning of the next video, when we're in Prague. So yes, we're slowly taking over, capital by capital, city by city, driver by driver. We are expanding our little empire, we are growing, we are stretching our wings, we are spreading our arms, we are increasing our gaze, until we're like Alexander the Great. And we shall weep, for there shall be no more worlds to conquer, or in our case, there shall be no more garages to buy. We're still going to buy garages. Once I've bought all of the garages that are available in the vanilla game, I'm going to start buying garages in the ProMod parts of the game. Now, I can still buy the garages, but there comes a point at which I'm going to run out of drivers. I'm still going to buy the garages, and I'm going to upgrade them, because you get a petrol station in town, in the city, with each 5-berth garage and it means you can fast travel. So I'm going to want to start fast travelling once I've visited all the cities. Oh, easy. Once I've visited all the cities, I'm going to want to start fast travelling to places so that I can get to a place that's near a road I haven't driven on. And so I can get that elusive 100% exploration of all of the... So how close are we to that? We're very close to that rest stop. Just round the corner, and with 4 minutes of video time left on our camera, so we need to be close to that actually. So what we'll probably do is it depends on the configuration of the garage. Oh please, yeah, there it is. There's one on the left, but there's also hopefully one on the right. Oh, my driver has leveled up. That's good. There's our rest stop. Excellent. We're almost upon it. And we'll see if we've got enough time to, depending on the garage layout and how much time we've got left, if the petrol is after the rest stop, we'll do it in that order. If it's before, we'll do it in that order. I think we've got enough time. Yeah, we've got enough time. We're good. So petrol first, because it can never hurt to fill up. Engine off. Let's fill up. We shouldn't need to put too much in. £607 and 519.86 litres. And we should be able to rest. And there we go, we're resting. Alrighty, we're rested. Engine on. And let's rock a hula. So, 7 hours of journey time left. We don't have to rest, we don't have to add fuel anymore, and it's all about the gravy. So we've got 154, which is enough to buy our garage in Prague. We're going to have to make do with that, I think. Because I don't want to risk not having enough. I don't want to buy a truck and recruit a driver and then risk not having enough money when we get to Prague. Given that I'm only able to have 3 sleep cycles, we'll see how much income we have. We'll probably get another 10k. We'll get up to 160. By the time we get to Prague. So we'll see what that does for us. But at this point, making sure we have enough cash for the garage is going to be our priority. So, yeah, not long on our journey to go until we get another good work. I would imagine it'll be 3% trailer damage by the time we get to Prague. So we are in Germany now, and at some point we will start to head south. Oops, sorry, I just balked that guy. That wasn't good. That's a Scania, I believe. Yeah, it's a Scania that we just undertaken. It's a little bit embarrassing for that truck driver being overtaken by a fully loaded vehicle. 157, well, nearly up to 160. We'll add another 30, that'll give us 190. let's do the mathematics. So 80,000 for another lorry, 82,000, including the recruitment fees, because it's 80.5, and 144. That's 220. Yeah, we're not going to have enough. That's fine. Prague is the priority. We'll get the sleep cycle and see if we've got some funds after the sleep cycle. It's a shame because obviously you want to be earning as long as possible, and those three sleep cycles, that's long enough. That's a day and a half off between each journey, which is about right. I wouldn't want to be going straight from city to city. I would want to be having a little bit of time off, be able to put my feet up. There's a lot more waiting around in real life. Lorry drivers, when they visit to site to collect a load, quite often have to wait hours for that load to be ready. So you can clock up maybe a 3 or 4 hour rest period while waiting for your load to be ready. Sometimes you get to a destination and you can be made to wait for a few hours until the loading bay. There's a free loading bay for you to back into. So there's that. Whereas in this game, you're always available. You're always able to pick up your load straight away, and you're always able to drop your load off straight away. But oh, easy. That's my fault. Okay, now we're getting into this lane because we're going straight on. And oh, more income. Woohoo! Henry. Good on you, Henry. We are making quite a bit of cash. Which is always good. Want that cash to come rolling in. It might be that I buy the garage before we go to the depot, and I am able to buy the garage and then still have enough money left over. You never know. Oops, that's all I'm talking about at the moment. This empire building has become kind of it's taking over. We're up to 171,000. The money, see, you get the empire. I'm talking about it again. But you get some money, you spend it on expanding the business, you earn more money. This isn't, I suppose, entirely like real life in that I am guaranteed to earn money. There's no chance of a recession in this game, as there is in real life. In real life, sometimes in real life, money just does not come to you. But that's not how I want it to be. I'm taking the wide arcs because obviously I don't want to tip the truck over. I certainly don't want to go backwards because I can't afford the lost time. We've got 5 hours. Oh, it's going to take us 5 hours to deliver. We've got 13 hours to do it, so we've got a lot more time than we initially had. But still don't want to lose a whole day, because I think, ooh, that was a proper chunk of dropped frames. That was a real bad stutter. And I will allow the truck to drift to the outside so that we're not turning too violently. We're going to speed past these two, this car and truck, because they're crawling along like they've got all day long, and we haven't. We're on a mission. A mission for cash on delivery. COD. A mission for COD. making a turn off just yet. No. So let's just have a look at what. So we get 30,000. That takes us up to 200, based on income. We might just be able to do it, you know. We'll see. We're definitely buying the garage first. We'll do a single. If we don't have enough money, we'll do a single sleep cycle and then purchase. We should definitely be able to do that. Because you want extra drivers bringing in extra income. You don't want dead time. 11 hours with almost enough money to buy a lorry, but not quite enough, is 11 wasted hours when they, certainly at that level, they can be doing 1 or 2 jobs and bringing in money. That's what you really want. So, something that's going to be able to distract me from the mundane humdrum of normal life is, not sure if I've mentioned this, but I do a bit of amateur dramatics. I enjoy it. It's you get to be other people, which is real fun, because sometimes being you can be boring, and sometimes being you can be terribly exciting, but sometimes it can be a bit boring. I've done a couple of things while I've been in New Zealand. I was in an English play called One Season's King, and a New Zealand play called Well Hung, which, no, I have mentioned this. I remember talking about it now. I have been successfully cast in Rabbit Hole, which was a play on Broadway and then on the West End and in Australia. This is an amateur production, but they turned it into a film, and the play had Cynthia Nixon. Now, if you don't know who Cynthia Nixon is, you might be familiar with Sex and the City. Cynthia Nixon was one of the 4 friends. She was the redhead with the short hair that was a lawyer. She played the part of Beck, who is a woman who loses her son in a car accident. Essentially, her son goes chasing out of their garden after their dog and gets run over by a young man. And the play starts 8 months after that accident, and the couple aren't coping. They turned it into a film in 2010 or 2011, and the part of Beck was played by Nicole Kidman, and the part of the husband, Howie, was played by Aaron Eckhart. Aaron Eckhart was the lead in Thank You for Smoking, and he was also Two-Face and Harvey Dent in the Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan directed Batman films. The second one, which had the tragically incredible performance by Heath Ledger, where he kind of lost himself in the character and probably spent far too much time being the Joker and not enough time being Heath Ledger. But Harvey Dent was also in that film. He was Two-Face, the guy who's the district attorney that vows to chase after Batman and the Joker, and then ultimately has half his face blown off. I'm not going to apologise for spoilers, because quite frankly, if you don't know who Harvey Dent is and you were going to watch this film, it's the wrong film for you. Harvey Dent is a character that's been around for 40 odd years, and it shouldn't be a surprise to you. Oh, I knew what I was going to do. I was going to check out how much of the map we've explored, and I didn't do it. Let's quickly go on to 48, nearly 49%. We are rapidly closing in on 50% of the map explored. That is going to take a huge hit when ProMods add Genoa and Poitiers and Angers when they add this new section of the map. Oh, that's the Scania equivalent of the Volvo trailer that I dragged to Caen. So we're actually really close to Prague. We're only 2.5 hours in game time, so we're not going to make enough money on the road to do this. We're still £50,000 shy of being able to buy the lorry and the garage, but we're definitely going to buy the garage. The garage is our priority because you can only buy the garages when you're in the city. You literally have to visit the garage itself, and that's how you're in a position to buy them. You have to have the cash. That's the other thing. We've got more than enough cash to do it. 144 is required. We've got 172. I'm bleating about the extra 80k that I need to fill out Amsterdam, because I want to fill out Amsterdam. We have another garage that I want to fill out, which is Brussels. And actually, let's go to Garage Manager. Yeah, it's only Brussels and Amsterdam. Amsterdam we've already paid to expand. Oh, we need two. We need two in Amsterdam. Okay. I made a slight miscalculation on that front. So yes, I want to fill out Amsterdam. I paid the 80k I paid was actually to expand Amsterdam, and that we did at Caen. We did before Caen, actually. We did during the journey to Caen. We've got to turn off here. This, I think, is where we start heading south towards Prague. So at some point we're going to cross the border between the border that's shared between Germany and the Czech Republic. Okay. So the signs should start pointing to German cities and Prague. Although I can't read it because the graphical fidelity isn't good enough, unfortunately. That is a thing I mean to test. I was going to test it tonight, but I've got this Skype call, and I don't know whether I'm going to have time. It means I was going to try and upgrade I was going to try and test bumping up the graphics a notch or two, and seeing what kind of impact it has on this refresh rate, this screen. Oh crap! Oh crap! Crap! Well, we don't need petrol, so we don't need to worry about that. Here's the border between Germany and the Czech Republic. You can see the German flag on the left and the Czech flag on the right. It's got the little blue triangle pointing towards the far edge, and then red and white stripes. Crap. I'm so eager to get this journey over with that I was going too fast around that corner, and I wasn't heeding my own advice about taking the corners, using all the lanes. So we've got a tunnel. No, made some more money. 176. Less than an hour of in-game time to Prague, and we're going to pootle around Prague and give it a good, thorough exploration. We've already been there, so the discoverables should be gone. We should already have seen them. We knew this in the run-up. We'd already explored Prague, and it wasn't about finding a new city, but just adding a garage to our portfolio. Because it was available. And so that's what we're going to do. That's sad. Back to my old ways. Alright. Don't need a rest. So those rest stops are of no interest to me whatsoever. But we should have a turn off into the city centre at some point soon. So I might undertake these guys and use the hard shoulder. And that's cool. And we do, although I think actually I am okay to stay in this lane. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's Prague, and you can see we've already discovered it. No. Right. Oh, is it left at the roundabout? There's a roundabout, okay. Wow, 300 quid. I'm so excited. Oh, they have leveled up, which is good. Right, I should quickly look at the map. Oh my goodness, we have a discoverable we haven't seen. I think, I've got a feeling that Prague was one of those places that I think Prague was one of those places I had to visit. Well, I'm going to do that discoverable, and I'm going to do the U-turn and make the, so we'll go straight across the roundabout. Yeah, I think I went through Prague on my way to Brno. Yeah. Which would explain, oh, that's the recruitment agency. Excellent. Well, let's do this U-turn. Let's drop our load off. Darn. I think I might have made a slight tactical error. We'll see. Is there a right turn? Oh no, we're alright, we're good. There's a right turn, so no error. Yeah, and then another right turn. And off we go. It's always good to pick up an extra recruitment agency because it adds extra drivers. Given what we're doing, we want extra drivers. We've got 4 more slots. 4 slots we need to fill already. And then we're going to have another 3 slots, potentially 5 slots. When let's have a look at our map again. Right, so we're going to go and get the garage first. So let's do that garage. And I think I'll do the U-turn and come back and get that. Okay. So I'm not going to overtake this little blue car, which I think is a Skoda. So what we'll do is we'll pull over here and then we'll unhook the trailer. What the hell? by the garage. And this is our 3-berth garage. And there's our truck. Can't see the load that we've abandoned on the side of the road. Alright, okay. And let's recollect our load. Let's hook the load up again. Oh, sorry. Right. What? There's nothing there. I'm sorry, but there is nothing there. What am I hitting? Sometimes this game infuriates the piss out of me. Alright. Okay. So, down there, and then we'll do, yeah, down, right, so right, and then left, and then loop. Apologies, but the game, oh, I've just got a red ticket. Oh no, it didn't. Interesting. The game just tabbed out of itself, bizarrely, which I don't quite understand. Sorry, I lost my concentration. Right, so we've got a left turn coming up. I left the game briefly. I do not understand. Do you know what? I'm gonna take the fine, which I didn't get. That's bizarre. Perhaps it just randomly assigns the fines as and when you jump a red light. And sometimes you get away with it, and sometimes you don't. Which would be realistic. You wouldn't get a ticket every time you went through a red light, because you wouldn't always get spotted or reported. I'm not going to get away with this one though. Oh, it turned yellow anyway. It went to green. Well, that's fine. Right, okay, we're about to drop our load off, and we've thoroughly investigated the hell out of Prague. Right. Apart from one little section, which I think is actually, yeah, still grey. Alright, when we leave we need to make sure that we get that little bit of grey. Oh crap. I'm not in the right frame of mind for this. This is very much very clear to me, and it's probably just as well that this journey is about to come to an end. Ah, crap. Do you know what? I was about to clatter into. I was about to clatter into that truck that's next to our delivery spot. I'm about to do it again. Are you kidding me? Okay. And let's pull out into the road and get ourselves straight. Oh, come on. Okay, this is not funny. Okay, can we get... Oh, you're kidding me. No, wrong bloody way. Well, this is going well. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but my camera stopped working for some reason, so we need to pull over a little to the right. And straighten up. Oops, no. This is where I'd love to have the steering wheel so that I could really swing the steering from one side to another. But it's not to be just yet. I think we might be in. Here we are, we're in. Right, okay, so handbrake on. Let's get it out of reverse and get rid of that beeping. Engine off. And let's get the final verdict. Good work. I suppose it could have been worse. So, driven distance 1,318 kilometres, time taken 25 hours and 30 minutes, fuel consumed 487.5 litres, base reward of £20,351, experience 1,318 XP. Proficiency bonus for level 25, £7,631. Long distance delivery bonus for skill rank 4 of £2,980 and 329 XP. Bonus for parking the trailer, 45 XP, which we really needed because our 4%, it goes up 1% when you park it. Our damage penalty was 4%, which cost us £419 and 43 XP, all but 2 of the XP we earned for parking the damn thing. So our total was £30,543, and that is also 1,649 XP. We're still a level 25 instructor. We did take a chunk out of it. For this profile, our lifetime XP is 73,277. We are still relentlessly aiming at 74,100 XP to get to level 26. That's the end of this video. So you probably enjoyed it significantly more than I did. But if you did enjoy it and you want to continue watching, thank you very much. If you watched one or more or some or all of any of my videos, thank you very much. And until the next video, till I see you in the next video, I'll see you on the road.